What's the hardest thing you've ever had to say no to? When I was 25, working at some boring accounting firm downtown, my brother Ryan called me at 2 a.m. I knew something was wrong because Ryan never called that late unless he needed something. He was crying, actually sobbing into the phone. He told me he'd been drinking at his buddy's place, drove home, and hit a parked car on Maple Street hard. Then he panicked and just left. Didn't leave a note, nothing. Someone got his plate number and the cops were looking for him. "You need to say you were driving," he said, just like that, like he was asking me to pick up milk. I laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. "Becca, I'm serious. I'll lose everything. My job. Jamie will leave me, and I'll never see Lily again." Lily was his 7-year-old daughter from his first marriage. He only got her every other weekend, as it was. I told him that was insane. I worked in finance. Any criminal record, even traffic stuff, could get me fired. Plus, I was literally 3 weeks away from closing on my first apartment. The bank lady had told me not to even jaywalk until everything was signed. He kept crying, begging, saying nobody got hurt. It was just property damage. And if I took the fall, it would barely be anything on my record because I had a clean history. For him, it was his second DUI. He'd lose his license for years, probably his sales job since he drove to clients all day, and his ex-wife would take Lily away completely. I said no. I hung up. 20 minutes later, Mom called. She was hysterical. Dad got on the other line. They'd already talked to Ryan and decided I should help him. "He's your brother," Mom kept saying. "He made a mistake, but he has a family. He has responsibilities. You're young, you'll bounce back." Dad reminded me they paid for my entire college, $40,000. He actually said the number. "This is one thing we're asking you to do." I tried explaining about my job, my apartment, my literal future. Dad cut me off. "You don't even have kids, Becca. You don't understand what he could lose." That hurt. Like he was saying my life didn't matter as much because I didn't have a husband or a baby yet. For 3 days, they didn't stop. Ryan sent me voice messages at all hours. Some of them he was crying, some he was yelling, calling me selfish. Mom called my work phone. My work phone. She told my coworker who answered that it was a family emergency and could I please call home. Ryan's lawyer even reached out. He said if I just signed one paper and showed up to say I was driving, they could make it all go away quietly. He made it sound so simple. Just sign here, show up once done. I started believing maybe I was being selfish. Nobody got hurt, right? It was just a car. Insurance would cover it. Maybe my job wouldn't even find out. Maybe the bank wouldn't care. I printed out the affidavit the lawyer emailed me. I held it in my hands for like an hour just staring at it. My pen was right there. Then I thought about sitting in court and lying under oath. I thought about my boss finding out I lied to police. I thought about losing the apartment I'd been dreaming about for 2 years. I thought about starting over with a record. And honestly, I thought about how Ryan always got away with everything growing up. He wrecked Dad's truck senior year. They bought him a new car. He failed out of community college. They paid for a trade program. He got his girlfriend pregnant at 22. They threw him a huge wedding. I worked 2 jobs through school, graduated with honors, never asked for anything extra. And now they wanted me to ruin my life to save his. I called Ryan and said no. I told him I loved him, but I couldn't do it. He screamed at me, called me selfish, and said I was dead to him. I called my parents and said the same thing. No. Mom started sobbing so hard I could barely understand her. She said I was destroying our family. Dad said I'd regret this for the rest of my life, and that I clearly never cared about anyone but myself. Ryan ended up pleading guilty, lost his license for 3 years. His wife left him 2 months later. He lost most of his visitation with Lily because he couldn't reliably get to pickups.